Hi, I'm Sarah from The Upcoming. An absolute pleasure to speak to you both. How are you today? Okay?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Thank
I'm
you.
great, thank you. So I've been a huge fan of the French series Call My Agent, but some people are going to be coming to this cold. So why don't you give us a brief introduction to 10%? What can people expect?
Shall I go?
Yeah, why not? Take it away.
10% is a drama comedy about the lives of agents and the clients they represent, and kind of how most of the drama actually happens behind the scenes. I forgot the word scenes, so thank God you came in. I was like, behind the scenes.
Always back. I'm gonna tell about myself.
Were you big fans of the French series? And I love the idea that he'd kind of taken, the concept, but with John Morton helming, the first couple of episodes, really given it like that kick of British humour and sensibility, and kind of made it something new. So, what was the appeal for you for coming on board?
Yeah, I mean, if anyone's seen W1A or 2012, then yeah, they're in for a real treat because of the style of his writing. It is so unique and fits in so well with working in a chaotic work environment where you're dealing with agents and clients, etc., that there probably couldn't have been a better fit for all those things to come together. And I'm just, I think we're really excited for people to see how this translates to a UK and global audience, but also I guess like we're showcasing how the Brits do this. And as I actually wasn't, whilst I was auditioning, I saw the first few episodes of the French Call My Agent, which I absolutely loved, but very soon I had to stop watching because I thought, I think it's important to maybe focus on my character and her journey throughout the audition process. So as much as I loved it, I didn't really get a chance to see all of it, but I think audiences will love both shows for very different reasons.
I mean, I was oh mama, I was such a big fan of the French show, and I was like kind of 4 seasons in when the audition came in. But the script was just, I think it's so clever how John manages to like write a script where nobody says what they mean, but the meaning comes across so clearly. Like it's such a unique talent that so it was.
Yeah, and because we're quite like passive aggressive, aren't we? Just again, sort of cultural us two personally. So it worked really well. Really, we couldn't have been a better fit for the characters. No, I'm joking. I think again because I think depending on kind of how whatever the culture is in a particular place, some people tend to wear their heart on their sleeves more. Some people are a bit more reserved and tend to have a stiff upper lip about them, and I think we probably fall into the category of the latter, which is what makes it so funny, because we'll be boiling underneath, but
just kind of go like, oh right,
like, okay, right, yes, no, yes.
Except Ollie makes some like very obviously aggressive moves occasionally. Like I'm thinking specifically with props wise. Yes. Sometimes he is not so subtle with how he's feeling.
With props, it's really it really comes out with the props. But no, I think
largely it was so much fun to do kind of that very British sensibility of just being like furious and just being like, oh right, great idea. Amazing.
And the other thing I love about the series is that, it's got its kind of like main characters, but very much really an ensemble cast, and everyone's got their part to play in a very fully drawn kind of like character around them. So can you tell us each, about playing Ollie and Misha and how you sort of saw them as characters?
Yeah, I think, so I drew a lot of inspiration from real life events for myself, at least. I think so. I used to work in the media for quite a while before sort of acting became, a career path for me, as opposed to, I don't know what when acting became a real thing for me. No, I used to work for a media organization for a couple of years.
Oh no.
This is going really. Maybe this question is like jinxed for me. I'm just gonna answer this question like this. So I drew a lot of inspiration from real life, and having worked for a media organization primarily in news, I think I was able to work like a lot of what I read in the script very much rang true, because both environments very similar, working in offices, in the media, trying to keep people happy, trying to meet tight deadlines, work schedules, all the while trying to stay sane and kind of try and climb your way up the ladder. So for me, I was so excited to play this character because I was like, well, I've already lived a version of this character, so I can't wait to stand up on its feet.
Totally. Yeah. And I think I had a really similar thing for Ollie, in that it was so exciting I think the like kind of gay assistant character can often be so sidelined in narratives, and just to have like a really well-rounded character that was that, but also like beyond that, and had nuance and shade in his own storylines and things like that, and his own romance lines and stuff like that was really, really interesting. And it kind of felt like an important change, I guess, in that sense. And yeah, I just loved the character so much, and was immediate. And also, like, Ollie calls everyone lovely, and I call everyone lovely, so I was immediately like, I see you, I see you.
Well, you're lovely.
Thank you, and so are you lovely, and it's just a beautiful
circle. And now
circle.
we've come full circle.
Yeah.
And it does just look like it was so much fun to make, but maybe also quite challenging because there's so many different people, and it's so fast, and you can't miss a beat. And then you've got all these actors coming in, playing themselves, doing their cameos. So what was it like on the shoot, and were there some highlights and challenges along the way?
My favorite scenes were always when it was all of us. So that, like, when there's a couple, I think maybe like one scene a week or something, there's all of us around a meeting table, and they were always so much fun to see, because they would film, because they would kind of take the whole day. And they were so tough because it was literally so many little lines going like, right, yes, right. And you have to do them all in order. And when you did, you can totally see why it was written that way, because it worked so much better. But those were always really, really fun to film.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think the boardroom scenes were definitely fun.
Boardroom is the word. Yeah.
Around a table, but no, we were around a table. And I think the most fun scenes were also the challenging ones in a way. So, like Harry was saying, that every right, yes, no was scripted. And so just being able to hit your mark on time and being able to do that seamlessly whilst everything else is going on and there's movement and, getting to your mark on time, I think, it was challenging, but also really fun. And because it's a comedy, and because of what every character is going through, in each episode, there was so much fun to be had about who knows what about this, because there's I guess, not everything is transparent. Not everyone is transparent with one another in this show, which makes it sound really dark.
Yeah, hey, listen, people lie.
Yeah, people lie in real life. What can we say? No, it's just there was so much drama going on that it was really fun to play around with those challenging scenes. And yeah,
there was also one scene at the end where we have to run very fast, and one of our members of the cast hurt his leg and then carried on like an absolute champ. You remember that?
Yeah.
Running to the taxi.
Yeah, he almost tore his hamstring.
No, he did. I think he did.
He actually tear his hamstring.
So I guess you could say it's an action film.
Yeah, we cover all bases in this.
We cover all genres. Yes. Superpowers as well, of course.
Yeah.
I'm almost out of time, but just very quickly, what do you hope people take away in that sense? Because, it is a comedy, but there is drama, and there's a lot of heart in it as well. And there's all these flawed characters, and themes come up, like the pressure on women to look a certain way in the industry. And, very, very heartfelt moments, even in the first episode with Michael Gold. So what do you hope people take away from watching it overall?
I mean, I think, for me, this is a feel-good comedy drama, and I just hope it gives people a laugh.
Yeah, and I hope people
that's not too simple.
No, but I think that is, and I think for me, I just hope that people love the family at Nightingale Heart as much as we do. I think we're all very real fans of our characters and of the dynamics there. So I hope people like it.
Yes.
Well, I think that's my time up, but it was so lovely to chat to you, and I can't wait for everyone else to see this incredible series, 10%. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Lovely to meet you, actually.